the city of New York, the 23-year-old girl Amber Alone was running late to a job interview. Then something happened.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to.
You crazy fool, watch your step. You could have ruined the crime scene with your coffee. Are you blind? Calm down. You know there's nothing we can do. It's no use crying over spilled milk.
Then something catches Amber Alone's attention. She tries to get a sneak peek of the corpse because she used to work for a newspaper and has that journalist's crave for news. She knew that something was uncommon, so she backed off a bit, took advantage of a slip of the policeman and took some pictures with herself.
That's odd. Why do these police act this way? And why that attitude?
Amber Alone went to the PC and began to check all the web pages related with news in New York City. Something grabbed her attention. There was a problem going on between two of the most important fashion designers, Jacinto Labutin and Paco Vuitton. Apparently, one of Jacinto's assistants had sold sketches to Paco Vuitton. Few days later, news came up. Jacinto's assistant was missing.
Oh my god, it is the corpse. If I saw the corpse, how comes that he's supposed to be disappeared? I will find the truth.
Then she took out her cell and watched the photos, applied the zoom and saw a little spark under a bench. What could that be? She returned to the crime scene and began to look for that glittering detail. There it was. Keys. Could it be possible? Could they be Max Powell's keys? The key holder was a big M, so it was a clue.
But how could she prove whether the keys were his? Then an image struck her head. Carmelita Diaz, her best friend while she was working in the newspaper, was a fashion victim. Maybe she could know something about this whole Labutin Vuitton problem. She called her and they met to have a coffee.
Oh, Carmelita, how are you, darling?
I'm fine, thank you, sweetie.
Oh, and did you hear something about this Max Powell thing?
Oh, it's terrible. He was my next door neighbor and we don't have a clue. It's devastating. He was such a nice man, you know, always with a smile on his face, always said hello in the elevator. And once he came and fixed my top.
Amber Alone stood up and hurried out. She headed to Brooklyn, where Carmelita lived, and tried one of the keys in the doorway. It worked. She ran upstairs. She stood in front of the door and held the keys with trembling hands. She introduced the key in the keyhole. The apartment was a mess. Obviously, somebody had broken into before. Maybe the police had been investigating as well. She had to be very careful. Then she began to wander around and stepped into a tile, and it moved a bit. She got on one knee and knocked on the tile. It was hollow. She took a knife out of the kitchen and ripped the tile. She found a white envelope with the address of Vague magazine. She opened it and found some pictures of two guys, the two policemen, Labutin and Vuitton.
Oh, Max Powell tried to blackmail both of them. Now it is crystal clear. The two supposed enemies are lovers in secret. Oh my god, if this is known, it could destroy the empires.
Thanks to Amber Alone, the case was solved and everything was discovered.
So, Mr. Labutin, how do you declare yourself?
Guilty.